What's up guys, it's your boy Kidamaki. Today we're going to talk about Sasuke using the Ren and Rebirth technique to revive Naruto. Now I know I've been saying this for the past, week and a half or so. And it's kind of getting old because everyone is saying the same thing, right? And you're hearing this everywhere. But I just want to say something pretty important. And to my My Hero Academia fans, right, don't worry. I will be making My Hero Academia videos as well. I'm working on a theory as we speak. Well, not as we speak because I'm actually recording this video like in real time. So yeah, I still have that video working on. But I just want to talk about this Boruto theory, right? Because the Boruto manga has been hot, right, for the past few weeks, right? And this chapter was pretty good. The spoilers really tipped it off, and I gotta say, like, the Boruto manga is pretty exciting. Now, with the My Hero Academia manga, it's kind of dying off right now because the war arc is basically coming to an end. But with Boruto, it's like ramping up, right? So, yeah, you're gonna get more Naruto videos from me. I'm just gonna say, right? But yeah, I'm still working on My Hero Academia content, so just wait on that. I'll get it. I'll get it out. Now, in regards to this theory, right? Naruto finally dying. Like, that's the theory. That's basically what they said in the chapter. But come on, really? Seriously? Naruto's gonna die? Come on, guys. They're basically taking you guys for a ride. This is not happening. Well, maybe he will die, but only for a split second or for a few minutes. But he will come back. Don't worry about it, guys. Now, I'm saying this as if it's a fact. It isn't. It's just my theory, but it's highly logical. Like, it's highly possible that this is what will happen, right? And what I'm talking about is Sasuke using the Ren and Rebirth technique to basically revive Naruto at a cost for his life. Now, the chapter was sacrificed. It was pretty weird because, leading into the chapter, we had the spoiler information, right? Saying that the chapter is going to be called Sacrifice. And, we had Naruto turning into this form that will basically kill him. And, we didn't see anybody sacrifice their life. Like, no one, like, logically, like, if you look at it logically, no one actually died in this chapter. No one sacrificed themselves. So it's kind of weird that they use sacrifice as the name of this chapter. It would have been more fitting for the next chapter when Naruto actually died. But I guess they can imply that he already made the sacrifice because he already decided to give up his life by actually transforming into this form, right? So it is what it is. And another thing I want to get into is Sasuke basically losing his life, right? Will it actually happen? Will Sasuke actually die? Now, I'm of the belief that Sasuke will die. They'll do some shit that will make him die, but there are a lot of ways Sasuke can actually survive using the Ren and Rebirth. Like, if we go back to the Pain arc, right, when Naruto actually used this technique to bring back everybody from the dead, it was implied by Konan that he would have survived this technique if he had enough chakra. That's what was implied by what she said. Now, if we look up the jutsu itself, it is implied that it will kill the user, right? It actually takes the life of the user in order to resurrect the person they're trying to resurrect. So it's really sketchy and really confusing as it relates to that technique, but we have multiple instances where that technique was applied where the person actually survived. We have Obito where he revived Madara and he survived. Now, that was technically different because it was implied that he was going to die, but Black Zetsu basically kept him alive by staying attached to his body, and then Naruto kept him alive longer by actually putting that power into him, his chakra, the same thing he did to my guy. So it is implied at different points in the series that this technique can be applied in different ways and the user can or cannot survive, so it's kind of sketchy and confusing. So we honestly don't know. That's why I'm gonna say that Sasuke might die or he might not die. But the way the series is going as it relates to Boruto actually wearing Sasuke's clothes, using his sword and his headband as maybe a tribute, it implies that Sasuke actually died. But I saw someone say that it could be that Sasuke just changed his clothes, right, and gave Boruto these things to wear, as a student, maybe for surpassing a level or something. And that is applicable. It's less what should I say, it's less exciting, but it is applicable, and it is a possibility that that's what happened, right? Sasuke just gave up his clothes and gave it to Boruto and his sword and so on. So it is what it is. I guess that is possible, but I would really like if Sasuke actually died, saving Naruto and actually basically just redeeming himself, right? In my opinion, I think Sasuke already did redeem himself as it relates to saving the village on multiple occasions, saving the world, but he did do a lot of bad things. and a lot of things, good things he does in the background is not shown to the public, right? So a lot of people might look at him as a war criminal, same still. So I guess he still has a lot of things to do that he needs to show the world. So I think if this does happen, if Sasuke does die, I think it should happen in the village. It should happen in the Leaf Village. Like, Ishiki, Naruto dies taking out Ishiki or taking him down before they teleport back to the village, and Ishiki basically just latches on to my boy Kawaki, and Naruto basically just dies in front of everybody, and Sasuke is like, no, I can't allow this to happen, and he does run a rebirth in front of the entire village and brings Naruto back to life, and then Sasuke dies in front of Sarada and in front of everybody else, and it's just a beautiful emotional scene. And it's really sad because yes, we only have two true-blooded, not true-blooded, Sarada isn't true-blooded, but we only have two Uchihas, like two natural Uchihas on the planet right now, to our knowledge, alive. So it's to see one just die like that, it's really sad. It's really sad for the Uchiha clan itself, but it's something that was implied in the scene where we saw at the beginning of the series with Boruto taking on Kawaki. So I guess they have to follow through with it, right? So as I've always said, it is what it is. I will just have to work with it, right? And as it relates to Naruto and actually dying in his form, it's actually also a possibility that Naruto won't actually die, right? I've seen this theory on my, I don't remember if it's the chapter review video or it's the video I did earlier about the spoiler, but someone commented and said that, I'll maybe find the comment and put it up for that person to see, but someone basically commented and said that maybe Kurama is actually lying, right? Maybe Kurama is lying about Naruto dying and he's the one that's going to die, but he just wanted to test Naruto to see if Naruto is actually ready to give up his life for everybody, right? For the entire village. I don't think that he needed to test Naruto because he already knew that. He just needed that confirmation from Naruto to say, yes, okay, we're gonna do this. Naruto is okay with both of them dying. And obviously, Naruto wouldn't have been okay with sacrificing Kurama, and Kurama knows this. So by implying that both of them will die, it will seem as, both of them agree to saving the village. But, no, it might be that Kurama is the one that's going to die after this battle. So I don't know where that leaves Naruto, but that's a pretty interesting theory, and it's highly possible. And also, as it relates to Naruto's form, a lot of people have drawn the comparison and similarities between Naruto's face and Ashirama's Sage Mode, right? And how it looks, how it performs. So yeah, a lot of people have said this is due to his Hashirama cells and so on. That could have been the case if they didn't actually say that this is Kurama's doing and Kurama actually using his power. So my theory is that it could be just Kurama actually using full 100% of his power and infusing all of that into Naruto and making him the actual perfect Jinchuriki, with both of them merged into one, right? So I think that's what's happening here. Naruto finally using both halves of Kurama, because you have to remember, in the war arc, Naruto only had one half of Kurama, and after the war arc he got the other half, but based on what we've seen in Boruto, we haven't really seen him use full power. Even in the Momoshiki fight, Momoshiki stole at least 50% of his chakra, and he actually used another 20% to actually contain the blast at the Chunin exam, right? So Naruto didn't fight Momoshiki at full power, and they are not able to use chakra related techniques against Ishiki in their first fight. So it's basically taijutsu, right? So Kurama really has a lot of chakra just stored up not doing anything. And I think he's just merging all of that chakra into Naruto, like putting everything into Naruto, and then that chakra will just disappear, right? And I think that's how Naruto dies, because it is implied in the series that the way our Jinchuriki dies is when that tail beast is extracted from them, and that immense amount of chakra just leaves their body immediately. That kills a person, right? It's like a person being drained of all their chakra and just dies, like what happened to Kakashi when he fought Pain. So I think that's what's gonna kill Naruto. That is implied. That's what's gonna kill Naruto. But you can also see that Naruto has Hashirama cells. He has the Sage Path Senjutsu. He's a Uzumaki, so he survives long. And Tail Beast extraction doesn't really affect him like it affects everybody else. He survives a bit longer. And again, he has Hashirama cells, right? We haven't seen him use the abilities of the Hashirama cells, and maybe this comes into play. Maybe this is something Kurama overlooks, and Naruto actually survives the transformation, and he ends up getting sailed away in the future. And this is something I want to explain to everybody, right? maybe the writers will, do some foolishness and just pull something out of their ass and say that, okay, we misconstrued what they said. But based on what Kawaki said, he said that I'm going to send you where I sent the seventh. And Boruto referred to Kawaki as Kawaki, not Ishiki. So if we're going off of what they said, then Kawaki is the one who sent Naruto away. Kawaki is the one who sealed Naruto. And since Kawaki is not possessed by Ishiki right now, and Kawaki is not even in the fight, then it's safe to say that Naruto will not be sent away right now. It would be later on in the series. So, based on what they said, we can deduce that. But, the writers can do anything, right? They can change their mind and say, okay, this meant this meant something else. So we can't really look at that as concrete information. And then again, they can also change the fact that Kawaki said, I'm going to send you away, and say that, oh, he meant he's going to send him to the afterlife, right? When somebody said they're going to send you where they sent somebody, they don't typically mean I'm going to kill you, right? But they can imply that that's what he meant and say that Naruto actually died here and yada 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 and so on and so forth. So yeah, nothing is concrete. The writers can literally do anything. They are the writers, and anything they say we have to just go with. So don't get your hopes up. Naruto still might die, but I'm not of the belief that he will die, or even if he does die, he will stay dead, right? So yeah, that's basically what I think, and that's basically all I had to say for this video. Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I have some more content coming up, and this chapter has been amazing. I'm just so disappointed that we have to wait a month until we get more information. So and it's really stressful because you have all these things coming into your head. You have all these theories. You have all this information, right? You're going on Facebook, you're going on Twitter, you're going on Reddit, and you're seeing all these theories, and everything is coming into you, and you're like, oh shit! All of these theories are plausible, and a lot of them are are just out of this world, right? But a lot of them are plausible, and you're like, okay, which route are they going to go? Because they can go anywhere with this, right? So it's really interesting, and I'm glad that the Boruto manga is really hot right now. I think the sales has gone up. I'm gonna get that information. Maybe I start doing news and so on to get that information out to you guys. Maybe I'm still thinking about it and think about how I'm gonna do that and where I get the time and so on, because I still have to work. So yeah, it's really exciting. It's an exciting time for the Boruto manga. It's an exciting time for the Naruto franchise on a whole. And I hope this ends good. I hope this ends well, and they don't do some bullshit, man, and just fuck this series up. So thank you guys for watching, and yeah, have a good day.